Okay, Mike, I'm going to show you how to assemble your kit. So here is here's the quiver. So it has this brace back here. Inside is the holsters for your arrows. So here are your arrows, and you'll see a notch cut out. The notch goes where this is. So it's the notch goes in the back. I want to say this is the back left side. And the reason for this is because I made you a full arrow, and that can slide down into the toe. There you go. So that's your quiver. Next, I'll show you how to make your bow. So here's your bow body, and I'm giving you 2 sets just in case for some reason something breaks. So they're labeled. So they're labeled down here by the holes. So this is a set of A and B. And then you can see here, this is A and this is B. So A is on the top, that's how you hold it, like this. So I put the letters together, and then here are bolts that I included for you. So you'll need a screwdriver, but I can show you how to do one real easily. So it's a bolt, 2 washers, and a nut. So here's the bolt, the washer, you put it through, and then you screw it in through the other side. And then you have 4 screws to put in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to stop this video right here and assemble your bow, and then show you how to attach it onto the quiver. Okay, Mike, here's the second part of the video. So here's what the bow looks like assembled. I hope you're right-handed, so if you are, hold the bow in your left hand. You can tell if it's upside down because there's a notch right here. That's where your full arrow would sit if you were actually firing it. So it would sit like this on top of it. That's how you know it's up. So the way to string this, I mean, I think it's loose enough. There's string here. You can probably just push it against something. What I usually do is I push it on the floor, and then I give it a slight bend, and then I hook the loop around the end, and there are notches in the wood so that it should stick. Remember though that all this stuff is they're props, so you can't really be very rough with them, or else something's gonna break. So this is what your bow looks like, and you can use your arrow with it if you want. There you go. All right. So you can put your arrow like this, and you can pull it back a little bit. I wouldn't super extend it all the way, but you know, this is a cool little prop you have here extra if you don't want to use your swords. So when you're not carrying this, you don't want to use it. As I said, there's a hole in the left corner, and you can just hide the arrow in there. The rest, remember, are not full arrows, so do not try and pull them out. You can pull this whole thing out, and the reason I did this was because of shipping, so that the box was smaller, because yeah, they charge for the size of the box. Here are some extra arrows, just in case for some reason these would break. So you have extra arrows, extra pieces for your bow. Here's the way that your bow attaches to your quiver. So on here are Velcro straps. You can just unravel them. If you don't want to use the bow, I just kind of roll them up like a, just roll them up. But here you can just strap this in like this. Well, it's kind of cool that they actually fit right where the screws are. I didn't intend for that to happen, but that's how it would sit. So now how do you attach your swords to this thing? So you would set this aside. So this is your sword harness. So you can use this separately, or you can use this with the quiver. It's completely up to you. So if you want to use this by itself with just the swords, the buckle goes upside. The buckle is where your waist is. So it would go like this, goes around your strap, and that's it. Your swords, they strap onto these. So you have two swords, they're Velcro just like the quiver, and you just wrap the Velcro around your sword sheaths. So that's that. Now, if you want to connect the two together so that you have a sword harness and quiver, I'm going to take the bow off first, just so it's easier to show you. So the way that Storm Shadow wears it, his swords are over his right shoulder and the quiver is over his left. So you would have to take off the swords first, but what you do is you make an X with the two bars like this, and the width of the X determines how the angle of it. So I usually kind of give it like a slim X, I would say. And then I'm giving you cord. So it's all you have to do is lash it together. So what I do is I put it through the middle and I do a square knot. So this is your right hand, this is your left hand. It's right over and under, and then left over and under. So that's a square knot. You can look it up too online, I'm sure, if you need to. Then you have all this cord. I put two vertically, so 1, 2, and then I start going horizontally around it. And I use up all the cord, and I just go all the way up. And that's what keeps it in place like an X. If you need to adjust the angle of it, you can restart it over, or you can kind of squeeze it together, but this part should be tight, and that way it's going to stay together. And that way it's not permanent either, so based on wherever you're going, whether you're at a party or a convention, you can choose to have the quiver. So you have this little extra. I just kind of tuck it in somewhere securely, like loop it around something. And then that's it. And then you can put the strap back on. And then after that, you slide your swords back in. You can put your bow in. And that's it. So I'll show you that if you put this on, let me see if you can see me. If I'm at the end. Kind of. Sorry about that, Mike. I keep dropping my camera. But I'm going to show you how to put everything together and wear it. So now you have the cross system. I'm going to strap in the The bow, as I said, the bow is completely optional. Let's see. There you go. Okay, so we have the cross system that's lashed. Now, all you have to do is put it on, set it to where you want the height to be. And then put it through. And there you go. So hopefully it works out for you, man. Good luck.